Michael has to stand there alone, like just him and the camera and looking at himself in the mirror, and he has to pull that thing off, and you see skin, not too gory because Halloween's not all about gore, you know what I mean? But like some gross shit. A badass old school 80s action horror sequence where he has to pull the mask off, and then once he cleans himself up, he puts the mask back on, which is why it's no longer like sunken into his face, but he still uses the same mask. That is my hopes and dreams for what happens.
That would be cool. I mean, I actually at this point, I don't even want Michael to even try to attempt to pull the mask off at all. Like Michael is he's a psychopathic killer. I don't even think he would give a shit if it's stuck. But what would be cool is if you did have at some point, maybe during Halloween Ends, where it's kind of removed, and because it melted through, you see the bones and jaw muscles where it's literally burnt through and that's all you see. So you're getting away with not showing his face, because all you're gonna see is muscle and tendons and bone.
Yeah,
like whoa.
What do you think? Honestly, do you think they show
imagine
his face?
This if they took out a part of the mask right here, or if he ripped it off or whatever, it gets more damaged and it's just a part of his skull, like you can see into his fucking mouth.
I would like this.
See? God damn, it's getting wild up in here.
I would like this a lot, Jim.
Shit.
Let's take a look at this together.
Okay.
And let's see how we feel about getting naked in the woods with Michael fucking Myers. Look at that guy. Dude. I mean, what? What? You came in here, you're fired. No, I quit. No, you walked in here, you're fired. How badass is this right here, you guys? This is the image released today by Empire, and it's the best look we've gotten at the mask so far.
His shit is burnt the fuck up.
He's crispy potato.
Soul to soul, fire to fire. That's a man's always desire. Michael is a beautiful thing. Woo. Yeah. I'm glad they went with the burnt though.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I mean, they really crispy the shit out of him. I like it.
Dude, so what I'm thinking is
he looks like a bagel. Like he's all crispy on one side, and then it's all, it's like you burnt that shit too long.
Motherfucker got an everything bagel. But no, it's perfect. It's exactly like, I mean, and this is why Christopher Nelson is Academy Award winning Christopher Nelson, right? Because when we imagine what the Halloween Kills mask would look like, it's like, oh shit, though. He got burnt in that fire. So half of his mask, in my head, I imagine was crispy as shit. And I hope that it got like burnt, because that's rubber latex. If that shit burns, it's burning into your fucking skin, right?
Yeah.
It's burning inside of your skin. And you know that shit got in there a little bit, and he had to fucking separate it from his skin. And you know what that was like? Pulling fucking melted. It's like that Chester Bennington death scene in Saw when his back was glued to the seat and he had to stretch it out. You know how bad that shit hurt?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it, man, and I'm glad that it's got the burnt marks on it. I'm glad. I mean, he's seen some shit, Zed. Like that guy's gone through it. I like it. I like the battle damage look of Michael. I wonder how worse it's going to get by Halloween Ends. Like if more damage gets done to it. I just don't want it to peel off. And you see that I'm glad they didn't go that route. With Rob Zombie, where it's like literally the fucking walking around. He looks like the goddamn Phantasm guy. Not Phantasm, but what is it? Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Half his face is covered and the rest of it just like Hobo Jim walking around with a fucking. So I'm glad they didn't go that route, but I do like this version better. Honestly, I kind of dig this mask a little bit more than the OG 2018 one.
Yeah, I mean, and dude, look at that lip. I just now noticed this. I don't know why, because I stared at it and jerked off a little bit earlier, but like if you're staring at it and you're looking, look at that lip, dude. The fucking lip actually dips down on the burnt side into a fucking burnt frown. That is sick as shit.
Zach Simmons saying it correct. Looks like a horror album cover. You're goddamn right. Molly Hatchet's playing on
Megadeth.
Or Megadeth, yeah.
Megadeth,
yeah,
Michael.
Like he looks good. It's interesting though. If you look at the burn scorching marks, I wonder if it was designed that it's going to be on the left side of the face. So you wonder why it's only really the massive damage is on the left side and not as much as on the right side.
Probably because he fell down and like slept on it.
Or like when he ran through the brick wall, it like scorched the shit out of his face like Two-Face. He's like, fuck!
He just turned his head. It's like, here we go!
Yeah. Like ran sideways.
I can take it. Look it down. But yeah, dude, like I can't wait to talk to him and figure out how he did that. Like, did he burn it? What did he do to make that fucking badass aesthetic look? The neck is super fucking crispy. So I imagine the body got really fucking burnt then, right? Because most of the damage comes from the neck area here. And then as it goes up, the left side of the face was saved a little bit. And then you can see on his shoulder here, now that does look mostly like blood on his shoulder, like splattered on his shoulder, but it also looks, it's almost the same kind of crispy,
crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, crispy, crunchy peanut butter aesthetic as the mask. So I wonder if that blood that was already there maybe got burnt in. I'm probably just looking too far into it.
I'm thinking that that's either dried blood or that is actually burn marks on the actual jumpsuit as well, where it's been scorched.
Yeah.
Along with it, because if you took a blowtorch and did that, I mean, it might maybe you get the same result, especially if it was caked on blood.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what if it's like his juiciness from his face that's melted down on his fucking arm?
I like that. I like that.
If like, you know, if your face is fucking getting melted inside this goddamn mask and just the juicy fruit, it's gonna move you, and it goes down on your shoulder. Ooh, God damn.
Oh no, we don't burn angels on the fire.
Yeah, because once you die, you can't get it up anymore. Yeah, dude. I wonder if that's what that is. Like juicy fruit, nasty cheek juice on his, you know, obviously it's blood, but
that's fucking cool. That's a good idea, dude. I love that. What I'm still hoping for, and I've said this since the beginning, since before we ever saw a single frame of footage, is that I'm really hoping we get a T2 scene or Terminator scene. You know, in Terminator when Arnold Schwarzenegger goes in the bathroom and he's like all fucked up and he has to pull his eye out.
Oh yeah, that was fucking nasty.
I want so badly, or Anton Chigurh in No Country for Old Men when he has to like fucking storm into the Rite Aid and get all those equipments and go fix this shit up. I hope we see a scene where Michael goes into the bathroom, and if you look in that original behind the scenes footage, we saw Michael walking into a bathroom. I hope upon hope that we get a badass scene where Michael, right after the fire, his shit's melted to his fucking face and then like dripping onto his shoulder.
Tweezers.
Oh, dude, and Michael has to stand there alone, like just him and the camera, and looking at himself in the mirror, and he has to fucking pull that thing off, and you see skin, not too gory because Halloween's not all about gore, you know what I mean, but like some gross shit. A badass old school 80s action horror sequence where he has to pull the mask off, and then once he cleans himself up, he puts the mask back on, which is why it's no longer like sunken into his face, but he still uses the same mask. That is my hopes and dreams for what happens.
That would be cool. I mean, I actually at this point I don't even want Michael to even try to attempt to pull the mask off at all. Like Michael is a he's a psychopathic killer. I don't even think he would give a shit if it's stuck. But what would be cool is if you did have at some point, maybe during Halloween Ends, where it's kind of removed, and because it melted through, you see like the bones and jaw muscles where it's literally burnt through the fucking, that's all you see. So you're getting away with not showing his face, because all you're gonna see is muscle and tendons and bone.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
What do you think?
Honestly,
do you think they
do
show
imagine
his face?
this, if they took out a part of the mask right here, or if he ripped it off or whatever, it gets more damaged and it's just a part of his skull, like you can see into his fucking mouth.
I would like this.
See? God damn, it's getting wild up in here.
I would like this a lot, Jim.
But then, because that way, you know, that's the one thing I don't want to see Michael's fucking face. I don't want to see that ponytail asshole for Halloween 5 crying. I don't want to see no part of flesh. If you're gonna take his mask off, I would rather see like skull, like white bones, sinew, muscle, and that way he's indistinguishable from the mask. He's just literally a disfigured thing underneath of it.
The only way to do that is to say, hey, fuckers, Michael is supernatural. And we haven't really crossed that bridge yet. Yes, he's been shot. Yes, his eye's all fucked up. He doesn't have a healing power because his eye's still fucked up. So we know he doesn't have like a fucking natural supernatural
he has to have
power.
Dr. Death heal him over some shaman and cookies.
I think if you did show that, as much as I want to see it, I think you are officially crossing the bridge and say, ghost, zombie, supernatural Michael's here.
Yeah, they've been doing a pretty good job of flirting with that line since the first movie, which I mean, I'm fine with. I actually would rather keep it on that line, but at the same time, I think that while I don't know, I feel like in Halloween Kills, you're going to get some gnarly shit that's actually going to maybe give more supernatural presence or power to Michael at this point.
That's a great point because, okay, so if you're going to skirt the supernatural human line, then he's already been shot. He's had his hand blown off. He was obviously stabbed in the eye all these years ago, and everything he went through originally, getting shot 6 times and all that. Technically, a human could survive it. You hear crazy stories all the time about people surviving the most vicious of attacks, getting shot in the head and everything fucking else. But with what he's already been through, and as brutal as Halloween Kills is supposed to be, that's a really good point, dude. What he goes through in Halloween Kills, Tommy.
It's the only kind I have.
You know Tommy's gonna hit him with that fucking bat, dude. You know what I mean? You know Tommy's gonna fucking take that bat to him. You know Michael's gonna go through some shit in Halloween Kills, as brutal as it's supposed to be. I feel like by the end of Halloween Kills, we might have an official answer. Michael Myers is supernatural again.
Yeah. We'll see, man. I don't know. I hope it is. I hope they cross that line. I really do. I like Supernatural Michael. I've always liked Supernatural Michael. It's fine if you want to walk the line or if you even want to make him human, but I don't feel like that's Michael. I feel like that's why Michael's so special, is the fact that Michael is a creature that exists between both worlds. I mean, Jason's flat out fucking supernatural. I mean, there's no, I mean, unless you're going to go by the remake, he's flat out supernatural. And then even, I mean, Freddy Krueger is obviously, got butt fucked by demons and shit, and he's supernatural. Michael's one of those dudes that literally exist on the line. He walks the line. Johnny Cash.
I walk this lonely road on the boulevard of broken dreams. What'd you do?
I had to talk to somebody real quick.
Oh. You're weird. I was like, I wasn't gonna finish the line, but I'll finish.
No,
the line,
I know,
but
I didn't. I know you were doing great. So I was like, I'll just let you go solo. You don't need me.
But yeah, no, that shit looks awesome, and I love it. And I think it's fantastic. As far as guessing what this means, does it mean we're getting a trailer soon? Does it mean we're getting a poster soon? I don't fucking know. I'm just gonna sit back and wait, and when it happens, I'll be excited in my panties.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just happy to get a good look at the mask.
That was you guys. I saw that on my camera, so that was just April. That was leaving for a second. So
I had the Michael thing up, so I'm pretty sure they didn't. You're good.
It was nothing then. It was just it was a daytime lichen. It was ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, dude, it's gonna be exciting, and I do like his design, and again, Chris Nelson's he's one of the better guys out there that are doing the designs like he's been doing, and I can't wait to see how far. I would love to know his answer, and he'll be like, "No, fuck you, Jay. You're not gonna get these answers." But I'd be like, "What's your plan, or what's the plan for ins?" Because if it's gonna be, like, how much more fucked up is the mask gonna get? Because that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I think the mask definitely gets more fucked up, and they're going to have to create a whole brand new one, which will be really fucking cool coming around. And they're smart enough, I think, not to show any of his face like Rob Zombie did. I also think that
DG says Michael needs some Neosporin, Polysporin, the cheaper version. He's not really rich.
It would be, like, again, I think it would be cool to see Michael go in a bathroom and fix himself up. It adds to that. Okay, he should have died, but he's not completely supernatural because he is fixing his shit up a little bit. That's interesting, and I think that could keep that train of thought. But either way, it's a great-looking image. It looks fucking awesome. I maintain that Halloween Kills is going to be one of the best in the franchise. I believe it in me heart holes. I believe it.
I think it'll be one of those movies. Like, again, I'll put it at, like, my favorite of the Star Wars trilogy is Return of the Jedi, but I feel like it's going to be like The Empire Strikes Back. I think that some really sad, bad shit is going to happen at the end of Halloween Kills and leave it on a cliffhanger where it doesn't look good for our heroes. What are they going to do to survive? And I feel like when Halloween Ends comes on, it'll be like a Return of the Jedi, kind of like everything comes full circle and the good guys win. Which would make me sad too, because in my mind, Michael's the good guy.
Yeah, I know. That's weird. Like, you can't kill Michael. Mustafa Khan said it years ago. You can't kill Michael. You get your fucking hands off him. Jamie.
Yeah. Don't you ever touch. Don't you ever touch.
We don't do that here.
Yeah,
we don't do that here.
Yeah, dude. Like, I love the Akkads, man, just for that reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. I mean, I love them for other reasons, but I mean, mainly it's because they were like, you're not going to kill him off.
Yeah.
So you can take that, shit on it, and then put it back up your butt.
Yeah, and even if they do, officially he's not dead because people are going to do their own shit with it in the future. Stutter Gillette says, just curious, how did y'all feel about Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I have still not watched a single frame from that show, my friend. Jay did.
I was 2 episodes in, and then I never finished it. Apparently it's amazing. I definitely going to go back and watch it, but I don't know. Maybe I was 3 episodes in. Baron Zemo was cool. I thought it was cool that they gave him more of a backstory. Like that guy deserved it. I thought that dude, the actor, is a good actor, and I feel like that's a great character. So I'm glad that he got more background. But yeah, I don't know. But apparently it's amazing. So I'll binge watch it, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah. Listen, I may watch it at some point too. I'm sure I will. Maybe the
but
next.
I mean, I've already been
Marvel
spoiled because
movie.
I've already saw the images of Falcon. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I already know what he looks like. I already know what's going on. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I'm like, I already know what's going on.
I may watch it when the next Marvel movie comes out. I may go back and speed run through it. Melissa Petrina says, "Hey, Mike and Jay, just showing some love on this fantastic Friday." Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. I hope you have an amazing Friday yourself.
Hey, you too.
And if you are at work, then it's a cool enough job to let you watch YouTube while you're at work. So that's awesome. And enjoy your weekend. Sutter Gillette, thanks, buddy. He says, no wonder Halloween Kills is going to have more vicious, numerous kills. 2018 felt more personal against Laurie. But now after all that pain, he's going to be pissed too. And he's going to take it out on the town. I agree.
Yeah. And I think that at this point, I mean, he got showed up by Jamie Lee Curtis a fucking again. He's like that one bitch that escaped me in 1978.
I wasn't even looking for you.
I was like, God damn. I mean, can you let me win once? God, sis. Every fucking time I try to do anything, you come and shoot my fingers off. Yeah, but even though she didn't do that. But yeah, I definitely think it's going to be, I think Halloween Kills is going to be one of those more epic type of films. Like just a lot of crazy action stuff going on rather than the first one, which you mentioned was very personal, a very personal exploration of not just Laurie Strode's psyche and down spiral into like Crazy Town and then having all that deal with. I think that the second one is going to be a lot more just in your face kind of shit, which is great. I want that.